We have Bitcoin as legal tender in Africa. Lots going on here in the crypto sphere during times of extreme fear. We also have XLM, Bitcoin, and Ethereum in today's video. Drop a like if you like the video and be sure to subscribe. Now, we're looking at XLM here returning to my support level under the influence of bearish Robo advisors. So we have a strategy that allows us to trade more tactically. We go with the flow of crypto and watch out for EngineeringRobo. Technically, we have reduced our position accordingly relative to the supercell, sell 2, and sell 4 simultaneously appearing on the 6th of April, which has saved us from a crippling 12% in downside that has followed. Currently reaching toward my support level here, so 17 cents or 0.1759 to be exact. It is a more of a range, hypothetically, if you will, but my level here is going to be, significant support until confirmed otherwise. If daily candles open and close below it, oh no, we will have to watch out for, a key level down below waiting for us. 11 cents will be the next strongest level of support if we fail to remain above 17 cents here, because we go with the flow of, crypto. And once support becomes resistance, we just watch out for the next area of support. And so right now, you can invest 20% of whatever amount you choose to invest into XLM. Say $1,000, you can invest $200 at my support level at this point in time if we were to interact with it. If you fail to throughout the previous months here, and we will invest 30% once the daily candles open and close above the descending trend line, which will be visualized when necessary. And 50% will be invested when EngineeringRobo becomes bullish again. So we just need the return of bullish parameters here for us to be comfortably reinvested back into XLM. Watch out for interaction with 17 cents and feel free to invest at my support level. However, be ready to reduce your position accordingly if support becomes resistance. So the buy 4 and super Robo advisors have seen, 63% in gains over the following month between July and September of 2021. We have another instance of the buy 4 and buy 2 seeing up to 37% in gains in a month between October and November of 2021. Bearish parameters from this combination of Robo advisors have saved us from a crippling 51% correction between November of last year into January of this year. We have an instance of, sell suggestions, the supercell, sell 2, and sell 4 coming into play on the 7th of September, saved us from a crippling 24% correction that followed over that month. And we have another instance of, downside after bearish Robo advisors here. That same combination of bearish parameters saved us from a dramatic 54% correction. So going with the flow of crypto and Robo, let me know down below your thoughts on XLM though. So the Central African Republic will adopt Bitcoin as legal tender. The roughly 5 million residents of the Central African Republic, or CAR, will now reportedly be able to use Bitcoin alongside the country's traditional currency. The president of the Central African Republic has signed a bill into law establishing a regulatory framework for the use of cryptocurrency in the country, as well as adopting Bitcoin as legal tender. Earlier reports on the CAR legalizing the use of crypto in the country's financial markets did not include adopting Bitcoin as legal tender. Lawmakers reportedly unanimously approved the crypto bill, which was introduced by the country's Minister of Digital Economy, Post, and Telecommunications. The implications of the report would place the CAR on a short list of countries to adopt Bitcoin as legal tender, and here we have mention of El Salvador adopting Bitcoin as legal tender in September of 2021, now looking to create a Bitcoin city funded by $1 billion worth of Bitcoin bonds. So lots of big changes and happening in the economy here. It would appear, a very odd opening is opening, and Bitcoin is taking that shape. Perhaps, not Bitcoin directly. I don't believe Bitcoin can replace money per se, but do believe Bitcoin is a very valid stored value over long term, it would appear here. And, cryptocurrency, blockchain technology, Web3, NFTs, the metaverse, all that jazz just seems to be all the rage nowadays with governing bodies and multi-billion-dollar conglomerates either accumulating Bitcoin directly or implementing the technology across their platform or introducing it to their customer bases. One way or another, big moves here in crypto. The buy for Moon and Golden Cross, looking at Ethereum here, it would appear bearish parameters are in play, so we have reduced our positions accordingly relative to the sell for and HEC being confirmed on the 11th of April, which has saved us from just about 7% in downside that has followed. We do have the bearish cross confirmed now, technically 3 bearish Robo advisors, so it is safe to assume some continued short-term downside or sideways is to occur. Looking at a mild key level here, a pivot point perhaps $2,711 per Bitcoin does seem to be an instance of mild resistance back in August of 2021. But there's a slightly more significant instance of support present throughout September of 2021, which could, show similarities here with price action following. However, going with the flow of crypto, we will not be investing our 20% support-based investment ratio at that level because the strongest horizontal level of support is still going to be $2,320 per Ethereum. Technically, the level we do anticipate continued interaction toward ultimately as long as bearish robos are present, though if significant support is found at this $2,700 level, then we can, go accordingly. We invest 20% at support, 30% when we open and close above the descending trend line, which will be visualized when necessary, and 50% based on EngineeringRobo. The buy for Moon and Bull present, looking at Bitcoin here, it would appear continued downside continues. We are looking for support potentially off of my descending trend line. However, ultimately $34,655 per Bitcoin will be our local target here for support found in any sort of continued downside. The sell for and HEC confirmed throughout the beginning of April here has saved us from this not very slightly, not so nice, very unsightly, and too much spice. Just over 10% in downside that has followed. We've been, safely out of the market, reduced our position accordingly, and have not been getting slapped around by this craziness. We're looking for the return of bullish Robo advisors. We need 2 of our chosen 3 becoming bullish to allow for comfortable accumulation. Feel free to invest 20% at my support level still until confirmed otherwise, and we will visualize lower levels when necessary. In my opinion, I do believe this level should very much likely hold. I do not personally anticipate interacting with a Bitcoin in the 20K range ever again, though not impossible. So feelings and opinions, thoughts on where you want Bitcoin to go are irrelevant. When you have a strategy, you trade tactically and you go with where it's actually going to go. And so at the end of the day, we just need to get slapped up, down, and around by the market before we can see the euphoric upside that it will likely continue to bring us. In my opinion, I still do anticipate a 6-figure level of significant resistance waiting for us in any sort of market top approaching. Watch out for $58,202 per Bitcoin. However, $181,000 per Bitcoin is a far more reasonable top, in my opinion, and you will be heavily recommended, highly suggested you take profit at that level. Feel free to take profit anywhere along the way. Capitalizing on upside is never a bad thing. However, if you're looking for a potential top in this market and are anticipating the end of this, bull run, if you will, a bear market to be upon us, even though I do believe the economy is quite different currently and is changing quite dramatically, a whole new phase of, regular market cycles are likely to begin here. But We can use the fear and greed index to determine longer entries and exits with Bitcoin. The fear zone back in April of 2020, around $6,800 per Bitcoin. Imagine $68,000 per Bitcoin near local tops here, and still currently have yet to see the FOMO zone. So we accumulate here during times of extreme fear and go, oh no, when we're in the FOMO, when Robo says to go, yo, sell, yo, bag. Thank you so much for hearing my analysis. Thank you for tuning in. Check out EngineeringRobo for free with the link in the description. Subscribe here on YouTube and tune in for the next one.